Alright everybody, I posted those other two videos showing you my just grab and go kits, whatnot. There were a couple comments on the videos, but maybe I wasn't clear enough. Those were not like kits that you take along on the road and are expecting to survive off of. They're like a 24-hour thing. They're not survival kits per se. And so I said that I would do, the next video would be on the actual kits that we keep in the car and the truck and whatnot. They stay in year round. I pull them out twice just to update them, check everything. And then finally I would do the big kit, which is that one there, which is, you know, a full bug out kit basically, with all the gear and everything that it would need, including clothes, food, whatever. But I'll go through that when I do that video again. These two smaller kits would get you through without needing anything else for a couple of weeks. The one thing that these kits do lack, and again, these are the ones that stay in the truck and the car and whatever all the time. They don't have any extra clothes in them. There's no extra socks or underwear or anything like that. The assumption being that if you're going on a short trip or something, you're either going to have another bag of change of clothes, or if it's winter, you're going to have your coat and gloves and all that type of boots and whatever with you. You know, so packing them away is not really what you're going to need. And in our vehicles, we have another case like these over here. And you see these over here. Something similar to that are waterproof, and we keep a couple blankets, extra change of clothes, things like that for winter time. They also have a little bit more food in them, like dehydrated food packets, emergency water, stuff like that. And we keep one of those in each vehicle. So those, you know, in the winter time it'll have winter gear in it. In the summertime it'll have whatever we want for summer in it. And then these smaller packs stay in there. And these are the things that you'd, you know, take off with if you had to walk home or something. I'm not going to go through both the packs. I'll just go through one of them. One's out of the car, one's out of the truck. I'll just go through one of them because they're both pretty much identical. Same gear, same brand and manufacturer. And again, like I said, if you got any questions about what I use, any of the items, whatnot, feel free to leave a message and post. Move this one out of the way. We'll start with this one. Now, this is basically done around one of those single strap shoulder type packs. You know, you can wrap around your waist and then it just sits over one shoulder. They're small, compact, but they hold a lot more than you might think, you know. And of course, as you saw, I've got two different colors here, and I think these, yeah, the same brand. Each one of these has a little bit different setup to it. Actually, maybe I should show you the differences. Each one has a little bit different setup. The difference, I guess I'll just point out the differences between the two styles. That one does not have, this is like a special edition version. That one does not have the removable, well, yeah, it does have the removable. Okay, never mind there. But what it doesn't have is the lower pack here where I keep water. The water's kept in a different spot there. But this one has this lower section here where I keep additional water. I think that's the only major difference between the two. There might be something else that I'm missing, but for the most part they're pretty close to identical. Otherwise, both made by the same company, OpMod brand, Optics Planet modification limited edition. Anyway, on the outside, as you can see, I've got a number of different items. A tin cup, and that's attached to a couple carabiners and a couple little snap carabiners that I've got on there, and then it's also got a paracord bracelet, which is for those that haven't seen it. Actually, I guess I should make sure I'm in view of the camera. Tin cup, like I said. Those that haven't seen it, this is a carabiner bracelet, but it's also got, it's wound around some other emergency gear, like fish hooks and some band-aids probably, and a little fishing line, and who knows what else is. Well, I tore one apart, and I just don't remember what was in it. I did a video on this this past summer and tore one apart. I tore a bunch of stuff apart, so if you guys haven't seen those videos, look them up. Just use the search on the top of the group's page, and search for kit or something like that. You'll come across them. This one is also flint and steel. Kind of hard to do it like this because I'm right-handed. Oh shit! There we go. Flint and steel, and then it also has a small built-in compass that is actually accurate, so you can't discount it. And it's got a whistle built in. So I keep that attached, and it's kind of handy because then I can keep my tin cup attached without any hassles. Over on this side, I've got a dagger, which is a double-edged dagger, and as you can see, it's right there, so it's quick and handy if I need it. Should hit the fan, I'd probably get taken off and put on my belt. So the leather sheath and all that. They're really nice. I've got a bunch of them that I bought. It's like 6 of these, I think. Rubber handle, and they're good quality, stay sharp. Next to that is a backup flashlight. And these are really nice because they're powered by 2 different methods. The first one is by the solar array. There's a battery bank, and the solar array keeps that battery bank charged. The second is by internal battery that you put in. Actually, they're double watch batteries. And so one way or the other, you'll either have solar light or you'll have the battery backup if there's no sunlight. And I think these cost me like $4, but they're really nice. They're handy, they hold up. I've dropped, as you can see, it's pretty well beat up, scratched up. They get used. Next to that is one of my canteens, and this one actually getting scratched all to hell, and it's got my ship's crest on it from the Navy days. Damn it! That's from the knife figures. In here, it's basically a small thermos, and I've got water purification tablets in it. And usually there is also a water in it, so I need to figure, I don't remember if I drank it or not. So I need to update that because it should have a water thing in it. Turn this so it doesn't scratch that side up anymore. Turning around here, we've got, here's the other canteen, by the way. It fell off when I was flipping this around. Let's hook it to one of these for now. we've got a first aid kit. This is a basic first aid kit, and in each of our vehicles we have my leg started collapsing. In each of our vehicles we have a regular first aid kit, along with fire extinguisher, glass break, that type of stuff. So my kits only have a very basic first aid kit. I'm not going to open it up because, as you see, I've got it zip tied shut, and the reason is because it's a little fat, and that's because I've got extra quick clot, rubber gloves, and I think an extra thing of tape in there, along with some other basic stuff I probably added to it. I don't just take a first aid kit and slap it onto what I carry. It's got some extras. Next to it is, again, one of my favorite flashlights, which is the Nitecore brand. This is the same one I showed you on the other pack the other day that I carry in the tractor, which is, you know, it's got all the different modes to it and whatnot. Really nice, solid lights. I use all these on my weapons because they come with tactical mounts for weapons, everything. And I've got also the IR version that works with my night vision. Then over here we've got, and I took them out, and they're sitting in my truck. They're basically sunglasses. So I got to put those back in because they're sitting in the truck in the dash. I know right where they're at. I have another backup light which I can clip to my vest or whatever it is that I'm wearing, and it again has red, white, blue, and this one also has infrared, so I can use it with my night vision. And I'll talk a little bit more about night vision once I get into the pack. And then finally, well, no, not finally, I got a couple other things. Here I've got my collapsible solar panel. Now keep in mind, I showed you the other day that those other kits have the where'd I put them? Thought I just put them right there. Hold on, let me find one of them. I think I put them in this pack, yeah. I could get up and go get a couple of the others, might as well. As I update these, once I finish making this video and I update these and whatnot to put them back in the vehicles, while I have this foldable solar panel, and as you can see, I've got AA's, AAA's, battery charger for the 18650s that I can plug right into this. To each of my packs, I'm also adding the portable power packs. In this one here, I will probably add this one. It's a foldable with dual panel USB power pack. And again, I did videos on all these products that I have prior to this last summer, and you can look them up again on the group and watch those videos for how they work and what they do, how well they hold up, that kind of thing. You know, and all the features, because all of them have different features, different capabilities, and of course they're different. This is like a 10,000 milliamp hour version, and if you want more power, of course, you can go to the bigger 25,000 amp, but of course this one's also going to have even more power panels. This one goes in my 30-day pack. So you'll see this again when we get to that pack. Of course, then you've got the rugged built, as well. But all my packs are now going to have one of these in them, and if the pack also and most of them also have a solar panel. Can't go, something redundant like that you can't go wrong with. And, it's something to keep in mind. For when you're putting your own pack together. Just remember that you got to include whatever connectors you need to recharge whatever it is you're going to carry. And it's like I've put in my other videos, that's why I carry rechargeables. And I try to carry lithium if at all possible, because, as I've said, regular rechargeable batteries, NIM and NiCad, they discharge themselves over time. So you might set up your bag, and then 6 months later, all of a sudden you need it, and your batteries are all dead. Lithium holds a charge. They don't discharge themselves like regular rechargeables. And so that's one of the reasons that I like lithium so much. More expensive, but in the long run for survival especially, it's worth it. Especially if you're on the run and you don't have time to stop and recharge batteries. And then finally on the outside, regular military lensatic compass. And this one's doggone it, I got something in my throat. Sorry about that. It's like dry or something. I don't know. So I got a lensatic compass there. And then in this pouch I've got a non-battery, basically a wind-up watch. This one works with wind-up and works with movement. See, it just started ticking once I did that. So I'll have a watch, that can tell time without having to worry about batteries for it. Also in here is some ear protection, which are the military style ear protection. I've also got a Bic type lighter, some dog hair, and some cheapo earplugs, and a quart water container that can be rolled up and folded, as you see. A second canteen, if you will, or third canteen, I guess it would be when. Boy, enough German Shepherd dog hair and everything. No, the little one you saw running around is not a German Shepherd. I guess they call it a brindle, something or other. My wife's dog. God damn it. Anyway, so that's everything on the outside, other than the pockets. Let's start on this side. On this side I have a mole attached pocket. And in here are the 18650 batteries for my Nitecore. Set of binoculars, compact binoculars, as you can see. Snap light. And survival cinnamon bars. Well, they're cinnamon tasting, but they're survival food. There's 12 bars in this pack. If you can get by with, 2 meals a day, then you've got 6 days of food here. I mean, if you can't get by with just 2 meals and you need 3, then you've got 6 days of food, or 3 days of food. So, if you can get by with 1 bar a day, which you can't do if you're in a survival situation, unless you're not moving. If you're not moving, then yeah, you probably could. But if you're moving, trying to get home, all those calories you're burning up, you're going to need at least 2 of them to at least survive. So you got 6 days when you consider just those survival bars that I just showed you. And they actually don't taste bad. They taste a little, you know, like any other bar, granola, not granola, but I mean, they don't taste bad. So I like the cinnamon better than I like the bland, the basic bland type though. Let's start from the top, because I can also take the top off. On this one I can't. Yes, I can. For a second I didn't think I could, but yes, I can on this one too. What's nice about these 2 kits that I just showed you is that they've got removable, and you notice something just fell out. I'll show you what that is in a second. They've got removable packs, and I had hidden in here another magazine for my gun that I carry every day, my Beretta PX4. It's a PX4 Storm, so I have one of these in here. So I've got an extra mag that's hidden in the kit for that weapon. And it's nice because now this comes off, and I could add another pouch if I wanted to. If I wear this around my waist, for example, I could add another mole pouch right here to this kit. Okay. Basically, you can catch it around your waist like a little fanny pack setup. So in the fanny pack, water purification tube, single person, pair of goggles that have the sunlight visor in them, and I've also got the clear visor for it. Another set of earplugs, a little survival tool that I love. I've shown these in other videos as well. I paid $9, I think it was, for each one of these, and they're pretty kick butt for all the stuff that they have in them. Zoe, come on, go. On the outside here, you've got your temperature gauge, humidity gauge, and your temperature gauge. Zoe, go. Come on. And then you open. Oh, and on the bottom is you probably won't be able to see it, but there's a compass, so you can hold it up, and you can basically hold it up and get your direction. And then inside you got the full compass, of course, and it's accurate. You got the mirror, of course. You got a slide-out magnifier, a little ruler on the end of it, level. And then you've also got, you can turn it on so you can see it at night, including the compass. Well, it's kind of hard because I got light on in here, but hopefully you can see that. Close it back up, and you've got this pin here, and the pin is used to pop out the other features. This one being a flint, the steel, and this one also has a whistle, which during shit to hit the fan I wouldn't be using anyway, but it's got one. So nice little compact kit. You know, it's got a bunch of little features in it, and I keep one of those in each of my packs. Also in here, we have the rubber hose for my, whatchamacallit,